Today on the Cardinal Sports Network, your Lawrence Cardinals will be taking on the Princeton Little Tigers in girls varsity lacrosse. Starting in goal for the Cardinals today, Sophia Corrado. And at the other end of the field, it's Allegra Brennan. Now getting ready for the face-off. Up in the air it goes. And that's grabbed by LaFlame. LaFlame heading down the far side of the field. Now she'll cut around behind the goal. No, she's going to pass that one back. I believe that was Grigliano who had it. Now, Kendall Joden behind the net. Passes it to her sister. No shot. Now, Haley passes back to Kendall. Back to Haley. Now Haley runs it out front. Shot on goal. And Haley Joden puts it in the back of the net to give the Cardinals a 1-0 lead in the early going of this game.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
Now Carigliano out at center for the faceoff. Up in the air it goes. And this time it's going to be Princeton coming away with it. Princeton running it up the middle. Shot on goal, and that quickly Princeton answers back. Quinn Gallagher puts one on the boards for the Little Tigers, making it a tie game here at Cardinal Stadium.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
Grigliano out at center for the faceoff. Up in the air it goes. Loose ball on the field, scooped up by Princeton. Princeton running it up the middle. Ball gets away. The Flame gets a hold of it for a moment. That's knocked free. And it's recovered by Princeton. Now Princeton on the attack, shot on goal. And it's another goal for Princeton as Riley Devlin finds the back of the net to make it a 2-1 lead.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
Carigliano back at center for the faceoff. Up it goes. And it's going to be scooped up by Carigliano. Carigliano right down the middle. She'll be turned away by the defenders, circling around. She'll drop the ball back. Pass to LaFlame. LaFlame over to Audette. Audette to Corsos. Corsos looking for a way through. Instead, she'll run it around behind the goal. Of course, passes it back out front. LaFlame coming across with it. Pass to Grigliano. And that's going to turn the ball over to Princeton. Princeton sends it over towards the far side of the field. We're going to take a break and be right back.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
It's going to be the Cardinals with the ball to get the action going again. Haley Joden brings the ball over towards the Princeton goal. She's pushed away by the defenders. A little too much pushing there for the referee's liking. Joden passes the ball to Kendall Joden, who runs it back out front. Being pursued the whole way. Now she breaks through, shot on goal, and that one bounces over. Cardinals ball. Corsos brings it into play for the Cardinals. And it's a goal by Corigliano to give the Cardinals 2 to tie things up here at Cardinals Nest.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
Now Corigliano back out at center again for another faceoff. Up in the air it goes. Loose on the field, and it's going to be chased down by Princeton. Princeton passes it over to center, looking for a way through the Cardinal defense. And she'll break through, shot on goal. That one is blocked by Corrado. Corrado passes it to LaFlame. LaFlame running it up the near side of the field. LaFlame will take it back behind the goal. Pass to Audette. Audette to Corigliano. Corigliano is going to send that one over to Corsos. Corsos will run it around behind the net. Back out front again. Trying to find a way through the defenders. She'll pass that one to LaFlame. And LaFlame sends it over to Audette. Audette's going to run it around behind the net. They'll pass that to Joden. Ball's knocked free but recovered by the Cardinals. Whistle on the play is going to give it right back to Haley Joden. Joden looking for a shot. That one is deflected by Brennan. Now Joden runs around behind the net with the ball. We'll pass that one off. A couple passes there, and it's turned over to Princeton. Princeton launches it up to center, and now running towards the Cardinal goal. Shot on goal. A whistle on the play. I don't know if that goal is going to count or not. No goal, but it is going to be a penalty play for Princeton. Shot on goal. That was deflected by Corrado. Princeton recovers the ball in the near corner. They'll drop it back, move it over to center. Here's another drive up the middle. No goal, but a whistle on the play. And it's another penalty called against the Cardinals. Bieber Steiger taking the penalty. And Steiger puts it in to make it a 3-2 lead for the Princeton Little Tigers.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
Corigliano back out at center for the faceoff. Up it goes. And LaFlame comes away with it. LaFlame being forced over towards the far side of the field. She'll pass to Audette, and Audette to Corsos. Corsos with the spin move. That ball's going to be knocked loose, recovered by the Cardinals as Joden heads around behind the net and out front with it. Joden to Corigliano. Corigliano passes it back to Joden. Back to Corigliano. Corigliano shakes one defender. Shot on goal's a little wide. It's going to be Cardinals' ball. Audette hustles over and grabs the ball. She'll pass that one to Joden. Joden to Corsos. Corsos is going to run out from behind the net and pass back to Joden. Back to Corsos. Corsos getting double teamed, now triple teamed, and tripped. That'll be a penalty charged to the Princeton Little Tigers. Now Corsos with an opportunity, shot on goal, and Corsos puts it in to tie the game back up at 3 apiece here at Cardinal Stadium.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
3:21 left in this first quarter. So far it's been a back and forth game. Neither team able to stretch out a lead, and we're currently tied up at 3 apiece. There's the face-off, and Princeton comes up with the ball, streaking down the middle, heading towards the Cardinal goal. Now shot on goal, and Leah Bornstein puts that one in to give the Princeton Little Tigers a 4-3 lead over the Cardinals.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
3:08 left in this first quarter. Corigliano there for the center. Face off and loose ball swatted away. Princeton recovers the ball. Now Princeton passes forward towards the near side of the field. Over towards the near sideline and headed into the corner with it is Princeton. They'll pass it back behind the net. Pass out in front does not connect. Loose ball, and it looks like Princeton's going to get to it first. Princeton comes back up with it. Now drop that one back to center. Pass in front, and a shot on goal. And it's another goal for Princeton as Marissa Consoli finds the back of the net to give Princeton the biggest lead we've seen this game, 5-3 over the Cardinals.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
2:25 left in this game, this first quarter. Corigliano with the face-off. Up in the air it goes. And Princeton comes up with it. Pass up the middle. Cardinals force Princeton over towards the near sideline. Now pass back over towards center. Shot on goal. That one does not score. It's going to go out of bounds. Princeton ball. Princeton passes out front. Shot on goal. And it's another goal for the Princeton Little Tigers as Leah Bornstein puts in her second goal of the game.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Minute 54 left in this first quarter. Kendall Joden will handle the face-off duties this time for the Cardinals. Up in the air it goes. And Princeton scoops it up. Princeton advancing up the middle. Pass, shot on goal. And it's another goal for the Princeton Little Tigers. This time it's Quinn Gallagher getting her second goal of the game.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Now with a minute 38 left in this first quarter, it'll be Corigliano back out at center for the faceoff. Up in the air it goes. Loose ball on the field. Princeton gets to it first. Princeton angling in. They're going to send it off towards the corner and run it around behind the net. Now back out front. Here to pass in front of the net. That is swatted away by the Cardinal defense. Ball is recovered by Princeton. Now Princeton trying to run it out front. They'll drop it back. There's a drive up the middle. Couldn't get a shot off. Second attempt. That one is stopped by Corrado. But the ball's recovered by Princeton. Now Princeton out front. Shot on goal. And it's another goal for Princeton. This time Riley Devlin gets her second goal of the game.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
Now showing 45 seconds on the clock. It'll be Corigliano again for the face-off. Up in the air it goes. And this time it's LaFlame coming away with the ball. LaFlame heading down towards the Princeton goal. She'll be forced wide. No, she gets through. Shot on goal, and that one is blocked by Brennan. Princeton ball. Princeton advancing it up the middle. Cardinals there to stop her, but now pass over towards the far side of the field. Princeton now advancing on the far side. There's a pass over towards center. Pass out in front of the goal does not connect. Ball gets away but is recovered by Princeton, and there's the buzzer to end the first quarter. So first quarter started out very good for the Cardinals, with them taking the early 1-point lead and then going back and forth, tying things up with Princeton up until they hit the 3-point mark. After that, it's been Princeton all the way, so hopefully Coach Berardi can give some advice to the girls, get them back into the game here for the second quarter.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
Welcome to the start of the second quarter. Princeton leading 8-3 over the Cardinals. There's the face-off. And it's going to be Princeton coming up with the ball. Princeton taking their time with it. Now here's an attack. That was thwarted by the Cardinal defense. Now Princeton over on the far side of the field. They'll pass it back to center. And back over towards the far side of the field. Now they're going to send it around behind the net. No, she's going to run that one out. Nothing there. She'll pass it behind the net. Shot on goal goes wide. That's going to bounce out of bounds, but it's Princeton ball. Princeton moves it over to the far side of the field, and now over towards center. Princeton working the perimeter. Pass out in front of the net. That one bounces over towards the sideline. It's going to go out of bounds, turning the ball over to the Cardinals. Looks like LaFlame will be putting the ball back into play for the Cardinals. LaFlame breaks through heavy resistance as she runs it up the far sideline. Ball's knocked free but recovered by LaFlame. Now LaFlame angling over towards the Princeton goal. She's going to be stopped by Princeton, but whistle on the play. LaFlame passes to Corsos. Corsos running it around. Now she's going to angle in. Shot on goal. That one does not connect. Loose ball on the field, and Princeton scoops it up. Princeton working the far side of the field. There's a pass forward. Now angling over towards the Cardinal goal. Pass out in front of the goal. no shot. Player goes down. Princeton recovers the ball. Princeton unable to get the shot off. Now pass out in front, shot on goal, and it's another goal for the Princeton Little Tigers. Lorelei Bernstein finds the back of the net to score her third goal, being the first player today to score a hat trick.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
Corigliano again for the faceoff. Up in the air it goes. And Princeton gets the ball. Princeton launches it down the sideline. Now they'll angle over towards center. Cardinal defense there to stop the drive. Princeton backs up to reset. They'll move the action over towards the near side of the field. Princeton sends it around behind the net, back out front, and it's another goal for Princeton. This time it's Quinn Gallagher who scores her hat trick with her third goal of the game to make it a 10-3 lead.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
8:35 left in this first half. Up in the air the ball goes. It's swatted away. And Princeton gets the ball. Now pass up the near sideline. Pass back over to center. And Princeton will move the action over to the far side of the field. Now running it around behind the net. Pass behind the net. Cardinals kind of have them stymied for the moment as Princeton taking their time. Now working the perimeter. Pass back behind the net again. Now out front, shot on goal, and it's another goal for Princeton as Leah Bernstein gets her fourth goal of the game.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
7:37 left in this first half. Princeton leading 11-3 over the Cardinals. Corigliano with the face-off. And it's going to be Princeton with the ball on the near sideline. Now they'll move it over to center. Princeton plays it over towards the far side of the field. Now running around behind the net. Now pass behind the net. Pass out front. Can't get the shot off. Now a breakthrough. Shot on goal. That one does not connect. And Corrado pick up the ball. Passes that one over to the near sideline. Jim tried real hard to keep that one in bounds, couldn't quite do it. So it's Princeton ball. Princeton plays it back towards center. Now over towards the far side of the field. And back to center. The drive up the middle is rejected by the Cardinals. And that may be a foul charge to the Cardinals. Riley Devlin will be taking the penalty play for Princeton's Little Tigers. And she puts that one in the back of the net to make it a 12-3 lead for the Little Tigers.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
5:44 left on the clock. There's the face-off, but that call goes against Princeton. It'll be Cardinals ball. Kendall Joden puts the ball into play. She'll launch it forward to Corigliano. Corigliano takes it into the far corner. Tied up there, looking for someone to pass to. They'll pass that one to LaFlame. LaFlame unopposed so far. LaFlame drops it back to Lipko. Lipko's going to run it around behind the net. Now she'll pass that one off to Joden. Joden to Corsos. Corsos unable to break through. She'll drop it back to Joden. Now Joden with a drive forward. She'll be forced wide and circle around behind the net. Joden to Corsos. Corsos looking for a way through. Nothing there. The ball gets away, and Princeton streaking up the middle of the field with the ball. Princeton heading straight for that goal. Shot on goal, and it's another goal for Princeton as Riley Devlin scores her 4th goal of the game.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
13-3 the score with 3:40 left on the clock in this first half. Now up in the air the ball goes, and Princeton gets a hold of it. Princeton's going to play it over towards the far side of the field. Whistle on the play. It's going to be Princeton ball. Princeton moving forward with it. Pass out in front of the net, shot on goal, and Anya Zahid will score her first goal of the game to make it a 14-3 lead for Princeton.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
Kendall Joden at center for the faceoff. Up in the air it goes, and Princeton will get to it first. Princeton working the far side of the field, angling in towards the Cardinal goal. Cardinal defense breaks up that play, but here's a pass out front. Loose ball. Still loose ball, finally scooped up by Princeton. Pass out front. Cardinals repel that assault. Princeton couldn't get the shot off. It's going to be Princeton ball. Phoebe Steiger with the penalty shot. And she puts that one in the back of the net to get her second goal of the game, making it a 15-3 lead for Princeton.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
With less than a minute left on the clock, it'll be Corigliano back at center for the faceoff. Up in the air it goes. And Cardinals come up with it as LaFlame scoops it up. LaFlame to Corsos. Corsos looking for a way through. Couple spins, she'll get double teamed and pass it off to Joden. Joden sends it forward. That ball is going to be wrestled free. Loose ball on the field. Cardinals got a hold of it. I think that was Zapolska who got a hold of the ball. Now Zapolska puts it back into play. She'll pass forward. Grigliano sends it over towards the goal. That one's going to roll out of bounds. And there's the buzzer for the end of the first half. Cardinals unable to get a single goal in the second quarter of this game. They're going to have to regroup for the second half of this game. So we'll take a quick break and be right back with third quarter action.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
You're watching Girls Varsity Lacrosse here on LTPS TV. Lawrence Cardinals taking on the Princeton Little Tigers. Cardinals actually scored the first goal of the game to take the early lead, and then it was back and forth. Tie game up until 3 apiece. After that, it's been Princeton scoring unanswered as Cardinals went the entire second quarter without scoring a goal. Right now, the Little Tigers have the ball, looking for a way in to try and increase that lead. Cardinals have had a chance to regroup during the break. Hopefully we'll see some goals scored by the Lawrence players. Now Princeton takes it around behind the net. They'll run it back out front. Drop it back. And Princeton now started to make an attempt to drive it in there, repelled by the Cardinal defense. There's a pass inside, shot on goal, and it's another goal for the Princeton Little Tigers to open up the second half. Lila Casto with her first goal of the game.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
This time Alexis Audette will be at center for the faceoff. Up it goes. Princeton comes up with it. Pass over to the far side of the field. Now angling in towards the Cardinal goal. Here's a pass out in front. That one does not connect. Cardinals get a hold of it. Colleen LaFlame comes up with the ball. LaFlame being double teamed but still advancing. And penalty will return the ball to LaFlame. LaFlame passes that one to Corsos. Corsos runs it over towards the corner. Now she'll head around behind the goal. Shot on goal. That one goes a little wide. It's going to be Cardinals ball. Referee holding up play for the moment. Now it's going to be Princeton ball. Princeton puts the ball back into play, running it up the middle. Now pass out in front of the net, shot on goal, and it's another goal for Princeton. Gracie DePrince finds the back of the net to get her first goal of the game.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
Kendall Joden will be handling the face-off duties as the Cardinal is searching for an answer to Princeton. Up in the air it goes. Loose ball, and Princeton finally scoops that one up. Now Princeton advancing on the far side of the field. That's going to be whistled to stop. Princeton ball. Princeton sends it further down the sideline. A pass out front. And it's another goal for Princeton. This time it's Alessandra DiBianco with the goal.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
7 minutes left in this third quarter. Princeton wins the faceoff. Pass out in front of the Cardinal goal. And that one's fielded by Corrado very easily. Corrado is going to pass that one towards the near sideline. Ball's turned over to Princeton. Princeton can't get the shot off. They'll take it around behind the net. Pass out front and a loose ball. Going to be recovered by Princeton. Now Princeton with a drive up the middle, shot on goal, that's deflected by Corrado. Princeton behind the net, the pass out front, and number 24, Lily Von Romer, scores her first goal of the game to give the Princeton Little Tigers a 19-3 lead.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
Now 5 minutes and 42 seconds left in the third period. There's the face-off. Kendall Joden comes away with the ball. She'll take it over towards the far sideline and advance it down the sideline. Now pass over towards center. That one's a little too energetic, and Princeton recovers the ball. Princeton advancing on the far sideline. Loose ball recovered by Princeton. I'll pass that one down towards the end, and now Princeton waiting to set something up. Cross behind the net. Princeton moves the ball back out front. And they'll work the perimeter a little bit. There's a pass behind the net. Pass out front. That ball gets away. Recovered by Princeton. And Princeton will go back to working that perimeter some more. Now here's a run over towards the goal. It's going to drop back behind the goal line. Now pass back out front. Princeton drops back to reset. Now pass over towards the far side of the field. And they'll send it around behind the net. Pass out front is broken up. Kendall Joden able to force the turnover. She'll put the ball back into play for the Cardinals. Now the Flame angling across the field. 4-on-1, and she's still going. The Flame drops that one back. Corsos will run it across towards center. Ball's knocked free. Now Corsos puts the ball back into play. Pass forward, shot on goal by Audette. That one is deflected. Ball recovered by Corigliano. She'll send the ball back out. And now Corsos in the middle. Corsos trying to break through. That ball's turned over to Princeton. Princeton advancing up the middle with the ball. Now pass over to the near side of the field. Pass out front gets away. Princeton recovers the ball. That pass gets away, but is recovered by Princeton. Now Princeton moves the ball back to the top of the key. And they'll continue around the perimeter with it. Princeton in the corner with it. Now they'll bring it back out.
Oh, yeah.
Here's a drive up the middle. Referee whistles that one to a stop. Riley Devlin will be putting the ball back into play with less than a minute left on the clock in his third period. There's Devlin on the move. She'll pass it over towards the near corner and it's sent back behind the net. Pass over to the far side of the field. And here's a run over towards the goal and it'll go around behind the goal. Now a run out in front of the goal. Ball's knocked free. Scooped up by Audette. Audette crosses over towards the far side of the field. Now running up the middle, she'll pass that one forward to Corigliano. Corigliano to Joden. Joden with a spin move gets past one defender. And all the rest of them shot on goal. And that one is blocked by Brennan. And there's the buzzer to end the third quarter. So after 3 quarters of play, your score, Princeton 19, Lawrence 3.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
Kendall Joden will be out at center for the face-off to start the fourth quarter. Up in the air it goes. And it's going to be LaFlame coming away with the ball. LaFlame rocketing up the middle, shot on goal, and that one is stopped by Brennan. Now Princeton sends the ball forward. It's going to be a Princeton ball. Foul charge to the Cardinals. Princeton back in action. Moving down the near sideline with the ball. Now angling in towards center. Here's a pass to center. Cardinal defense there to stop it. Princeton passes it inside, but runs it back out again. Now here's a drive up the middle. Pass behind the net. Princeton runs it around behind the net. Now coming back out front. Pass over to the near side of the field. Pass back out front. Attempted pass right out in front of the goal, but that one got away. It's recovered by Princeton. Princeton ball. And now this one's recovered by Joden. Joden running it up the far side of the field, making good progress. Joden takes it all the way past the goal line. So pass it to Haley Joden. Joden runs it back out in front of the goal. Unable to find a way in.
Okay, gotcha.
Circles one time, shot on goal, and that one is deflected by Brennan. Kendall Joden put the ball back into play for the Cardinals. Pass to Corsos. Corsos runs it around front. Can't shake the defender, but she'll pass that one. And shot there by Haley Joden, just barely over the goal. Cardinals ball. Corsos looking for a way through. She'll pass it to Joden. Joden with a shot off the side of the goal. Corsos once more. Corso's getting double teamed. She'll drop back a little bit and pass that one over to Lipko. Lipko to Joden. Joden takes it around behind the net. He'll drop it back to Kendall Joden. Kendall Joden holding it, waiting for something to happen. Pass to Haley Joden. Joden running it across the front of the goal. Couldn't get the shot off, but there's going to be a foul called. So Haley Joden will be taking the foul shot for the Cardinals. Shot on goal, and that one is blocked by Brennan. Princeton recovers the ball. They'll pass it up the middle and start running it. Pass over towards the near side of the field. Back out front, shot on goal. And that one would have been blocked by Corrado, but a whistle before the shot. Going to be a foul called against the Cardinals. Alessandro DiBianco passes the ball, shot on goal, does not score. Princeton recovers the ball. They'll move it over towards the far side of the field. Now playing around behind the net a little. Nope, coming back out again. Pass to center. Pass in front of the goal, shot on goal. That one goes just a little to the left of goal. It's going to be Princeton ball. Princeton puts it back into play. And Kojim comes up with the ball. Kojim running it down the far sideline. Making good progress. Should make a forward pass. That one doesn't go very far. So Kojim goes up to try and grab it again. Foul called. Kojim once more with the ball. That pass didn't find anyone, and foul called against Princeton. Cardinal ball. LaFlame with the ball puts it back into play. The Flame running it around behind the net. She'll pass that one to Audette. Audette trying to set up a play. She'll drop it back to Haley Joden. Corsos. Corsos goes down. Ball's turned over to Princeton. Princeton with a big pass up the middle now. Princeton running it unopposed right up the middle. Pass gets past the defender, shot on goal, and Ava Caruso will score her first goal of the game to make it a 20-3 game. Princeton leading.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
With less than 4 minutes left on the clock, Kendall Joden will be handling the face-off for the Cardinals. Up in the air it goes. Loose ball. And it's going to be scooped up by Lipko. Lipko runs it around behind the goal. She'll pass that one over to Corsos. Corsos with a spin move goes around behind the net. She'll drop that one back to Joden. Joden to Haley Joden. Shot on goal, and that one is tipped wide by Brennan. Call is it's going to be Princeton ball. Brennan passes that one up the middle. Princeton moves it over towards the near side of the field. Now advancing down the near side of the field. Pass, and they'll run it even further forward. Now dropping it back. Pass over to center. Now Princeton moves it around behind the net. And they'll go around the perimeter once more. That pass gets away. Princeton recovers the ball. Princeton working that passing game. Now they'll run it over towards center. Loose ball in the field. Referees whistle it to a stop, say that's going to be Princeton ball. Princeton pass out in front of the goal, but they'll run it right back out to the far side of the field. Now pass around behind the net. And that's going to be a foul charge to the Cardinals. Princeton ball. Princeton puts the ball back in play. Here's a drive up the middle. No shot. That was passed behind the net. Back out again. Now over towards center. That pass gets away. Recovered by Princeton. Princeton passes it over to the far corner. Pass back towards center. That pass is blocked by LaFlame, and LaFlame running it up the middle, headed towards that Princeton goal. Shot on goal. That one does not score. Corsos was right there to try and assist, but just couldn't get a stick on it. It's going to be Princeton ball, but the clock is going to count down to 0. And there's the end of the game as the Princeton Little Tigers are victorious over the Lawrence Cardinals with a score of 20-3. Thank you to Leandro Pascal for working camera for this event, and thank you all for watching. Be sure to tune in again next time for more exciting Cardinal sports action on LTPS TV.